like this either. The little town 7 miles away where I used to go to the dances, and as a kid, if you could put your quarter, if you were tall, tall enough to put your quarter up on the bar, old man Russo would hand you a beer and then point to the storeroom door, and the kids took their beer and went back in the storeroom and drank their beer. And he didn't care how many you had as long as you drank them in the storeroom, and they were 25 cents a piece.
Right.
And next door, the dance hall still exists, but that's almost all that's left of that little community. But what is left is very neat and in good repair, as opposed to my hometown, which is no longer neat and no longer in good repair. It's a community made up of people who don't see that as being important anymore because the community has no future.
Right.
So if you invest $10 in fixing up a building, you have thrown the $10 away because you'll never ever get a dollar back of the improvement you made. So you only do what you have to do to continue its function until it's vacated and sits empty and starts falling down.
Right. Wow.
It's a really sad commentary, like you said. It's watching a ghost town develop.
Yeah. Yeah.
And someday there'll be, someday all there'll be there's half a dozen buildings of what used to be a vibrant little community that was 3 blocks by 5 blocks with 150 people and a 12-year school and 14 or 15 vibrant businesses.
Yeah, that's.
But it's life.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, when you drive around the country, you see these ghost towns, like even up here near Beatty, Rhyolite, and they said that there was 30,000 people in that community. Well, that was a small little place. To have 30,000 people was huge for that small little place. But they had a train depot there and everything.
My hometown no longer has a train.
Right. Right.
Doesn't have a bank, doesn't have a post office, doesn't have a gas station, doesn't have a grain elevator, doesn't have a blacksmith shop, no equipment dealer. The list just, no grocery store. The list just goes on. And at one time it had all of those things, and it had 2 cafes, 2 bars, 2 grocery stores, 2 gas stations. It was a vibrant community just 60 years ago.
You know what I don't understand is why a community like that, there's got to be, why people wouldn't, before it got like that, why weren't people moving there? Is there no city within a 50-mile radius of it?
Here is the reason why all of the small towns in the agricultural belt across the country have failed. Anthony, if you back into the 40s, the average farm then was a half section, and many people only had a quarter section. And a big farm was a person who had an entire section.
Mm-hmm.
Now the farms are 15 and 20 sections.
Okay.
So a 15-section farm is farming the land that used to be farmed by 60 or 70 families.
Okay. So
now that's why you don't need the grocery stores and the school and.
Right.
There's not enough people left to support the community.
Yeah, see, it's hard for me to comprehend that because Staten Island, when I was a kid, was a small community, and it grew and it grew, and now it's overcrowded. And I came here, and when I came here in '98, Pahrump was like Staten Island in the 50s and 60s, and it's not growing as fast as Staten Island did, but it's still growing. We're not losing population, we're gaining population.
Well, right, and my fear, but I probably won't live long enough to see it, my fear is that Pahrump will take off and grow like a house on fire, and if it does, it will probably continue to be a vibrant community, but it will not be nearly as desirable.
Right. It'll just be like every other place.
Just and I drove through a whole bunch of moderately sized towns and small cities on this trip that I saw no reason why a person would want to move there.
Okay.
Because they're cookie cutter, you know. They all got a main street and they all got a cross street, and they're all most of the towns throughout the Midwest were founded between the 1880s and say 1920. So they're old places, and the infrastructure is beat up and wore out, and there's a lot of built-in problems.
Yeah, it's not worth it for anybody to go there.
Below town there at Dickey, called the Dickey Bridge. I read the plaque on it today. That road was closed for 4 years because of the condition of the bridge, and because it was one of only 3 bridges of that style left in the entire state. The Historical Society got together with the state and the local people and rebuilt it and restored it and reopened the road.
Okay.
And so it's a big deal. It's a plaque. It's a go look at this. It's a historical bridge. It was originally built in 1914. I didn't think much of it when I was riding bicycle across it as a kid.
Right.
but all of a sudden I'm thinking I lived with a historical society, and then now I look in the mirror and I find out I'm a historical.
Oh, that's funny. That's
Well,
funny.
the flagman is gonna be chomping at the bit here, Anthony. You suppose we ought to let him jump on here?
Sure, we'll let him get in here for a few minutes.
All righty, and I'll see you in a few days.
Have a safe trip.
Hello to everybody in Pahrump.
Okay.
All
Good
right,
night.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so we're doing a yard sale here up at the station, and it's funny. I've been going through some paperwork, and I found something that Harvey wrote. It says, "When I'm home in Alaska, I could hear Pahrump radio from my house. I'm Sarah Palin, and I approve this message." Okay. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, we're the flagman here.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, that was very nostalgic, talking to Lazy Dogs like this.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
But I'll tell you one thing, I have no ambition to go back to Chicago.
Right.
Chicago just, like he describes his town not being there anymore. Where I grew up in Chicago, it was a nice neighborhood now, and now the whole city is just downhill.
Well, if you go back to Chicago, you need a bulletproof vest and an old tank,
That's right.
so you can get back out.
It was really a tough town,
Mm-hmm.
But it was nice for him to reminisce and everything else. I don't know how he could drive that far, and like he said, he still had energy and things like that,
Well, when I drive cross country, I usually do 20 hours at a time, and I've done it 14 times.
He's feeling good and everything else,
What's that?
His adrenaline is going. He's feeling good. He's actually. This probably is going to add another 5 to 10 years to his life because he's going through this trip.
Sure. Plus, he's meeting people he haven't seen, so it's not that it's boring. It's actually really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad he gave me a few minutes tonight. I just figured I'd call in and say hi. And I knew you were going to be doing the show, and I figured he'd have the line tied up most of the time because he used the house number,
Right.
But I guess next week we'll be back to normal.
Well, what is normal?
He's got a good point about Pahrump. I
Yeah.
like Pahrump.
Me too.
When people ask me, like, if I say, I'm never going to move here. Matter of fact, the grave where my brother's buried, I had it dug 2 feet deeper so I would be put in the same grave. And on the headstone it says, "Brothers in life, friends for eternity."
There you go.
I mean, this is my place. and I just happened to accidentally find it back in the '78, and I you know, just went crazy about 100 acres back in '78, which was a smart move. But these are just some of the things you do in life. You know, you just take it one day at a time. Sometimes it, what's the term? Some days you eat the bear, some days the bear eats you.
That's it.
Absolutely. All right, I'll let you get back to the show. I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. Keep the faith, power to the people. Thank God we saved them tigers 4 times. Ray the Flag Man, over and out.
Have a great night, Ray.
Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, you know, the station doesn't seem normal unless Ray calls in. So that's something that we all want. So this weekend, we only have a couple of minutes. This weekend we have the Wild West Extravaganza. I will be down there in the private well owner's booth and also representing 97.7 FM. I will be down there probably every day. I'll probably do 2 hours, take an hour off, do 2 hours, because we have different people volunteering. But I'll be down there, come by and say hello. And also right here at the radio station at 2370 Greco Way, okay, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have a yard sale. There's more than just radio equipment here. There's furniture and everything like that. We're getting all new stuff. And how you get here is you come up Basin, and you make a left in front of motor vehicle, and you go down to Greco Way. It'll be the first street right past the racetrack. It's Greco. You make a left, and you come, you make a right going towards the mountain. And as you come up the street, you'll see on the left-hand side, you'll see the radio antennas, and then you'll see a big flying saucer outside. We're not giving flying saucer rides this week, but maybe some other time. And come by and grab a little piece of KPFF. Okay, we're gonna say goodnight, and thanks everybody for listening and watching, and have a great weekend.
LD will be back next week with more of his views, opinions, and guests with their views and opinions, and you're always welcome on LD's Front Porch.
We're just doing I'm doing some engineering work to get it ready to go back, and then I'll shut this off.
Statements and opinions made on the preceding program are not necessarily those of this station or its affiliates. KPFF-LP, Pahrump, Nevada.